Step-Aside Man is a picture about women in sports. They may not run as fast as us men nor jump as high, but every gal is an attraction in action, a perfect picture of grace. That's Grace nearest the camera. The girls with Get Up and Go take their sport seriously, and it's not drawing the long bow to state that they can show us fellas a thing or two, including a pretty leg. No girl can resist putting her oar in, so no wonder crew is popular at college. Imagine getting so many girls together in one spot, all doing the same thing, and what's more, all wearing the same costume. Heavens to Betsy. When it's time for tea, you'll find golfing's greatest gals driving them almost as far as the hardest hitting men. But it's putting where the pretties really cop the cups. The fair sex on fairway or on the green drop those putts like threading a needle. Win or lose, sportsmanship is served when the girls get together. Anyone for tennis? Some of the most publicized female athletes are in this racket, tennis. It may not be love at first serve, but she sure gives it a try. Nowhere in the world do women play the game like our all-American champs of yesterday and today. Helen Jacobs, Alice Marble, Helen Wills, Maureen Conley, queens of the court, a credit to the game. Some of the biggest wheels in womanly sport are found traveling in the best of circles in Germany. That's where these king-sized hoops were invented, Rhone wheels, so-called after the Rhone Mountains near Würzburg. Flying Fräulein sure gets round in one of these vertical merry-go-rounds, and whether she's up or down, she's having a wheel of a time. The American version, a cowgal added a saddle. Now let's see what happened. Work on the lone prairie, so get along, little dearie. A roll into the rollers will cool you off. The girls will do anything the fellas will do. That goes for football, and these bruising belles go for the game in a big way. The deadlier of the species take time off before the kickoff to be sure every little curl is in place. But that doesn't mean they use powder puffs for pigskins. Oh man, this is for real. Real rough and tough, pick 'em up, slam 'em down football. Go girl, go. Look at her go. Football is a tough subject, and a passing grade doesn't always mean a victory. Not when the mean old opposition intercepts and runs like crazy for a touchdown. Now, what are the gals up to? Roller basketball, all laced up to lace into the foe and let the hips fall where they may. Here's some fancy footwork by lasses who know a thing or two about passes. Tisket a tasket, a basket is a basket, and when blonde meets brunette, there's liable to be, do you suppose they're fighting over the man? Rougher than roller basketball? Shucks, rougher than bargain day in the basement is the roller derby, a sport for girls who seek self-expression. What a expression. A girl needs a good background for this sport. See what we mean? Let's face it, anything the men can do, the girls can do better, and maybe rougher. Take wrestling, for instance, lady wrestling, as it's popularly known. It's a profession where gals with dramatic talent come into their own, and it's all acted out according to the script. Not as rough as it looks, but all in all, quite a show. Ah, there's no getting around it. Girls are pretty, and they do pretty things. especially in a lovely ensemble of much beauty which makes for a water ballet. Underwater, they're just as appealing, graceful antics of long-legged, light, lovely lassies. That's it, up close so we can get a good look. There's nothing prettier to watch than a pretty diver. Fair in form, ease of execution, a sight to stir the pulse and quicken the eye. Watch this honey's hair fly as she whirls through the 2.5 off the high platform. With all the color, it's still a competitive sport. And competition reaches its zenith in the Olympic Games, fires burning and flags flying. The best qualified and most physically fit of all nations compete for world championships. They've got to be good to throw the discus, but then they should. Maybe girls get that way tossing dishes around the kitchen. Here, a girl gets a chance to throw things while the men just stand around and measure. Who says there are no flying saucers? Shot putting is an unusual sport for girls, and it takes an unusual girl to do it. Scram, Mac, this is a woman's picture. Then her husband's on time for dinner. Whatever the event, the girls seek to jump a little higher or run a little faster, raising the bar or beating the clock. The record book of the Olympic Games lists many a fair contender who broke records and thrilled fans. From the four corners of the earth, they came to write their names on the pages of sporting history. Watch that second girl. As exciting a finish as any male athlete ever turned in. When a gal sets her sights on victory, the world of sports is a keener, livelier place. Okay, men, you can get in the picture now. And what a picture. When bathing beauties come out to pose, why, they just naturally have to be seen and photographed. Hey, Bub, take off your hat. That's it. Shapely queens on water skis provide speed, thrills, excitement, and action. What happened to her? Water skiing began in France as a novelty, and it's grown in popularity every passing year. Now it's a recognized competitive sport, due in great measure to the enthusiastic acceptance of the girls. But whatever the sport, wherever you find our comely champs, old records go and new heights are reached. So here's a toast to flashing figures.